Hi everyone, it's Jade from Career Journey Professional. I am a career coach based in Sydney, helping people with international background to find a career that's meaningful and purposeful for you. So last week, I went to this career exhibition targeting graduates with international background, and I got a lot of resume. So today, I just want to briefly touch on some points about what you should and shouldn't do in your resumes. For this one, probably I'll start with something that you don't want to do it or you want to avoid in your resume. So having personally been handed over 100 resumes, I had a look of all of them. So I picked some of them. They are real resumes and I want to show you guys what you want to avoid on your resumes. So the first one is, as we all know, resume has the structure on the top of it. You would write your name, your details, your contact method, your email, or maybe your phone number. And then the next line or the next part would normally be your career objective, career summary, or stuff like that. It's not necessary to have that, but it would be great to point out what kind of job you're looking for. So a very short, a brief version of a career objective would be great. For example, it could be like, I'm a current student studying Master of Commerce in University of Sydney, and I'm looking for an entry-level position as a investment analyst role in blah 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 in whatever industry. So yeah, having a clear objective definitely helps the recruiter to understand what you're looking for. And of course, you can also highlight what kind of skills you are good at, which fulfill the requirement of that particular role. So having a clear objective definitely helps at the beginning of the resume. A second point, which I want to touch upon, is a lot of international students or people with international background, when you first come to this country, you probably have to do some part-time job to survive or to support yourself financially. So a lot of us, including myself, we did a lot of retail jobs, or you may be waitressing, you're probably as a retail sales or stuff like that. But try to avoid too much irrelevant experience or too much irrelevant information that's related to the role that you're applying. So what I'm seeing is actually there are a lot of retail experiences for resumes I received, but people are applying for accounting jobs, people are applying for, IT jobs. Too much retail experience is not that good. You probably want to reduce it or combine it, or saying from this period to that time, I'm actually working as a retail person. So yeah, try to reduce the length of retail experiences that you had, but put more relevant information, more relevant skills and experiences to the role that you're applying. A third one, which is quite obvious, a lot of you are doing a good job, is keeping your resume short. For example, this lady, I'll try to block her name. Her resume is really long. Like show you. So that's 1 page, 2 page, 3 and 4. At the beginning, I thought this is like a cover letter, but she said it's not. So definitely, and a lot of the times you don't need a very big font. So make it concise and short and easy to read. Definitely not like this 4 pages, 1 or 2 pages maximum, 1.5, 2 pages. So yeah, keep it short and don't write like essays. Like a lot of the job description are like essays. Make it as bullet point. Like I mentioned before, always make it easy for the employer to understand, easy for them to read, bold, bullet point, short and precise. Something else I want to mention, it's the format. Honestly, there's no universal format that you have to follow. The key is it is easy to read, it is easy to distinguish the part between your resume, which is the education part, which is the skills part, which are the experience part. For example, this resume, again, I'll cover my notes. It's very hard to tell which is the front page. And there are too many, again, long, descriptive, long words. That's not necessary. You just need to make it easy for people to know which part is your education, which part is your experiences. If you really want to put descriptive long sentences, put it in your cover letters. So yeah, be careful of your format. It doesn't have to be very fancy, it doesn't have to be colorful, it doesn't have to be really strict. As long as it's easy to read, it's easy to recognize and distinguish between different parts, it's easy to find out the key informations, that's good enough. And one last point about resume, I will show this lady's resume. So that's her resume, but from here all the way to there, which is like more than half of the page, are really her education. Like I said before, one of the key thing that you need to highlight, especially in Australia, what the employer is looking for is actually related work experience. And the time that employer is going to look at your resume is very precious. Every resume only have from 8 seconds to 20 seconds. And the majority part that will be read by employers are this part. So what I want to say is, don't overstress your education. Obviously, you don't need to highlight every subject how much you got, but just make sure the key information is up there. If you really want to highlight your subject, the subjects you've done, make it really short in just one line. Shorten your education, because what employer looking for are related skills, like key skills, key experiences, real tasks that you have done, not just employer education. I've actually seen this a lot, a very long session of education for the whole page. It's really wasting the most precious space on your resume. Make sure you highlight the most important information that employers want to see. That's all, guys. 5 points about what you want to avoid on your resume, as in like real examples. So next week I will talk about the things, several points that you really want to put in your resume, so you can highlight yourself as an international graduate or applicant, a job seeker, to get a better chance to in your resume to stand out as a better candidate. Thank you very much. Please do like the video or subscribe to our channel, and I will be coming back more to more content. And please, if you have any questions, please write down in the comments below, and I will try to answer all of them. Have a nice day, and good luck to your job seeking process.